Hey everyone, it's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great day today. It's Thursday afternoon. Uh, did a video this morning, and come to find out, thank you so much, Shannon. You are amazing. Shannon Talks Music, for letting me know that there was no sound. This is so annoying that I thought I did such a great job. I was wondering why someone else didn't mention that to me. But anyway, it happens. It happens. What I was trying to attempt was a side project of my ongoing Albums to Discover series through Discogs Shuffle. I still want to continue that. I'm having a blast doing it. But this is going to be a review of some of the albums that I've received on through VCLT. There's been a lot of hype and a lot of talk about VCLT lately, contests going on, and that's an amazing thing. I mean, the vinyl community is just so wonderful and so giving, and I've been given some amazing albums, and I wanted to, when I did that video for Aaron Mutha Alamar, who is one of the givingest people, if that's a word, most giving people in the vinyl community, it inspired me to do this video and talk about the albums that I've received a little in more depth than just showing them and doing like a mini review on them, and just to show how great they are. So that's my intention of this side project. It's not going to interfere with my Albums to Discover series through Discogs Shuffle. I have Richie Havens' Mixed Bags up and running for the ongoing shuffle from Discogs, and it's just an homage and a thank you for all these beautiful people that have sent me beautiful albums. So remarkable. So I'm going to start off with two fine albums from Jeff at Speaker's Corner. It's a Beautiful Day and Melo, Jorge Santana, Carlos Santana's younger brother's project. Just the artwork alone on this is beautiful, as well as this one here. So I'm going to talk about those two albums. So first off, we'll talk about Melo, an amazing album from Jorge Santana. It's on the Warner Brothers label. Jeff will put it in MoFi sleeves. Thank you so much for that. There's the back cover. The album itself is in amazing condition, and it sounds so good. And that's the cool thing about this series, I think, is I'm revisiting these great gifts, because you know that when you receive albums or you buy albums, you play them, then you put them off, and then something else happens and you have more stuff. And so this is just a nice refresher and a nice look back at this wonderful album. I'm going to frame that cover as well. It's just beautiful, just beautiful. So they're American Latin-based band from San Francisco, again featuring Carlos Santana's younger brother Jorge, an amazing guitarist in his own right, just remarkable. Also Richard Bean, Alcello Garcia, and Pablo Teje. Sorry, I can't pronounce Latin names very well. Amongst others. I mean, I think there's 12 members on this album alone. Sorry, I keep dropping my paperwork here. Yeah, so Arcello Garcia Jr. on lead vocals, Jorge Santana on lead guitar, Abel Zarat on lead guitar and vocals, Pablo Tellez on bass, Richard Spremich on drums, Richard Kermode on piano, electric organ, and electric piano. And then you got a number of trumpet players, and then you got some guest musicians on here as well that play congos and timbales. And Richard Bean sings lead vocals on one of the songs. And It's just remarkable, remarkable album. You can definitely hear Santana in this, or Carlos Santana, or Santana's band in some of the songs, but it's unique in its own right. Um, if if you look at the band's history, there's been at least 50 members in this band. It's just remarkable. I've never seen a band with so many members in it. It's just amazing. So 1972's Malo, the first album by this 12-piece San Francisco band. Combination of Latin, rock, Latin fusion. It's just remarkable. It remains their best-selling album. So many cool rhythms in this album as well. As I said earlier, in some ways you can hear Carlos Santana in some of the jamming type of songs, but they're more Latin beats to it. There's more brass in this one than there is in the Santana albums. But it's not hard to compare the two. It reminds me of Jimmy Vaughan and Stevie Ray Vaughan, the two great blues players. Stevie being the younger of the two brothers. Jimmy Vaughan, Fabulous Thunderbirds. Two amazing guitarists in their own right, but two different styles of music. They can both lick and play the blues quite well, but Stevie's more hard, raw, in-your-face blues, you know, the heavy strings, that type of thing. Jimmy's more precise, more particular playing, but the two complement each other. And they put out an album together. I think, I'd have to double check. I don't want to say for sure, but I think Jorge and Carlos put an album out as well, and that they did. I'd love to see that and love to listen to it. Jorge is an amazing player in his own right, just remarkable, and it's a wonderful album to discover. And if you don't know Malo, definitely check them out. It's a really, really good album. And thank you, Jeff, at Speaker's Corner, for giving me this and introducing me to this amazing band. Next, we have this amazing album, It's a Beautiful Day, which it actually is outside. It's on the Columbia label, again in a MoFi sleeve. This has a gatefold in it as well. Oh, there was a letter in there from Jeff, which I kept. And I really, really appreciate him sending me this album. It's been a real pleasure listening to it. Another San Francisco band, this time starting in '67, with violinist Dave LaFlamme and his wife Linda LaFlamme on keyboards and lead vocals. Two amazing players for sure. It's a combination of rock and classical music and jazz and folk and psychedelic rock and funked up folk as well. It's hard to describe. There's so many cool tracks on this album. It's their best album to date, this self-titled album. And it features their biggest hit, White Bird, which was included on 3 episodes of the Knight Rider television show. The album cover itself is listed number 24 on Rolling Stone's top 100 covers of all time. I think this one should be number 1 myself, Malo's. It's just beautiful, just beautiful. The song Bombay Calling was definitely used by Deep Purple in Child in Time. Bombay Calling is only a 4-minute and something song by It's a Beautiful Day, but the intro that Deep Purple used is bang on to this track. Of course, it went on to a 7 or 8 minute opus of a song, but you can hear the same interest. A little bit of different keyboarding by John Lord, but it's definitely and they admitted that they copied that song. Very sophisticated album as well for the time. It goes light and easy, and then it goes a little heavier and proggy into like Bombay Calling, that song we just talked about. There's some amazing violin work in the Bulgaria song, and cool harpsichords in there as well, and on a track called Girl with No Eyes. Great uplifting album, it really is. You can hear some Jefferson Airplane in there as well. And it's a great, amazing debut. Both of them are. And I'm so pleased and so happy that Jeff from Speaker's Corner sent me these two albums. So if you don't know them, check them out. It's a beautiful day. And Melo. So I'm going to continue this series. I've got quite a bit. I've got some from my great friend Glenn Calloway from the basement, who sent me some. Aaron Mutha Alamar has sent me some as well. And I want to continue a look at those, maybe a couple albums at a time. Again, just a little bit of a side project from my Albums to Discover series. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. And I truly appreciate all the VCLT that I've received. And thank you so much, guys. And I'm sorry about the first video screwing up with no sound. But we'll get this one up and running and go from there. Again, thank you, Shannon, for letting me know. I greatly appreciate it. You're a wonderful person. And have yourself a great day, guys. And we'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.